Well, good morning, beautiful people. Another glorious day. Hope you are having a fantastic week so far. My week has been okay. I did have a customer yesterday who we got into financing, and they did place a deposit on a car, so we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. You never know. It gets a little scary every time we get into financing, and a lot of stuff is required. They're getting tougher and tougher with approving loans, and right now one of our banks has a really very highly competitive rate, and they're the toughest ones to deal with. So I warned the lady up front. I was like, they're gonna ask for all this stuff, but they have hands down the best rate you can get. So yeah, she sent me everything that I need, I hope. I followed the checklist, so she followed the checklist, which is always a freaking relief, because it seems like so many people, when they turn in the application, no problem, but when I send them the checklist of things that we need as far as like supporting documents, like they ignore half the things that are on there, and I'm like, no, we can't skip anything. I need all of those things, and then it just doesn't end up going anywhere. So I mean, I guess you could argue maybe those aren't real customers to begin with, but I'm like, why would you take the time to submit the application and start the process and then don't finish it through the end? Like, I get it's a pain to have to gather all this stuff, but also it's like, it's not that difficult either. So I don't know, we'll see what happens with it. I'm feeling hopeful. So, and I think I have a customer supplied vehicle that's going to be going through before Friday. So yeah, we'll see. Things are looking up a little bit, so I'm going to keep praying and try to keep a positive attitude, and we'll see what happens. Also, I think I mentioned yesterday, we were able to get all of our paperwork turned in, so we're trying to wrap up this whole green card process here. It's very complex, it's very expensive. There's all these things that you have to provide, and we're just hoping that we filled out everything the way that it's supposed to be filled out, and everything's okay. And we're also not totally sure, because we did the paper version. You can do it online, but we found when we tried to do it online, it was even more difficult to fill out. So we did do the printed copy, which is more expensive too, by the way. They do charge you more for paper copies versus applying online. But I'm also like not sure, like, how do we know if it's been received okay? Like, how do we know when it's going to be under review? Like, is like our online account going to get updated once the paperwork actually hits there? Or I'm not really sure like exactly. So we're just trying to be patient. We did send everything priority, so it should be getting there in a couple days, hopefully by Friday at the latest. So if not, that it should arrive by Monday. And yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. So yeah, definitely wish us a lot of luck on that, guys. A lot of love. Really appreciate it. So it's a really big deal. It's really important. So yeah, it's scary, but it's exciting too. So I feel like we're finally getting things rolling, after a period of kind of stagnation. So yay. Yeah. But right now it is snowing again here in Michigan. It is officially the first day of spring. It's also my sister's birthday, so happy birthday, Carlitos. So exciting. She is an amazing person, so if you know her, make sure you wish her a very happy birthday. She's an incredible person. So proud of her. I'm so proud to be her sister, and she's literally like my bestest friend in the whole entire world. So no one gets her like she does. Or no one gets me like she does, is what I meant to say. But yeah, but it is like snowing. It was raining, now it's snowing. We're at this weird time frame in Michigan where one day it'll be like 65 degrees, and the next day it's literally freezing rain. So yeah, we're getting through it. We're almost to spring, and it makes Mo happy, because Mo, for some reason, even though he's an island boy, absolutely freaking loves the snow. I'm like, you are crazy. He doesn't even like to wear a coat. It's crazy. I got him a coat for his birthday. Yeah, part of his birthday gift, and he's wore it like maybe a couple times. So yeah, not a big fan of that. Not a big fan of coats, apparently. So yeah, but I'm gonna get inside. I got lots of things to do, and I know you do too. So hopefully you have a productive day. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. I really appreciate it. All of your views. I know things haven't been quite as exciting as like the Hawaii Times and the New York Times, but this is real life, and not every day is like exciting vacations, as much as I'd love it for it to be. I'd love to have that life, but this is real life right here for me right now. So But maybe eventually I can actually, travel, try different things, show you some really cool places, and yeah, that's the dream, isn't it? So, all right, guys, well, share your dreams with me too. Leave it in the comment. What is your dream? Like, what's one of your big goals in your life? I would definitely love to hear. So, all right, guys, I love you to absolute pieces. Bye-bye.